Welcome to the One Page One Shot Club. We are playing Temple of the Moon Priest tonight using our very own one-page rule set called UDARE, which is super simple, straightforward. You'll probably figure out the game as we go.
I'm a good test subject for it. I literally just opened it up like 30 minutes ago. So and I think I already understand it.
Well, great. So you're our real guinea pig here. So we're diving in. Each of you have at least one plot hook that was generated with your character, and we're going to start there. And then we'll just dive right in, and then we'll do character introductions kind of after our first encounter. So you each have a plot hook, a goal, an agenda of some sort. I'm going to say you guys you start outside of the woods. What was it called, Stephanie?
Are they the Wild Thicket Woods? Because I recently acquired a book about traveling through them, and I'm pretty excited about it. So
that sounds like a plot hook.
That would be very coincidental, of course, but I imagine it could be those woods.
Yes, you guys are outside the Wild Thicket Woods, and there's rumors of an old temple that lies in the heart of these woods. What do you want to do with your book, Stephanie?
I want to see what I can find out about the old temple. Like, who is it to? Because I'm all for visiting and sightseeing. But I'd love to know a little bit more about what about this temple?
What's its Yelp rating?
What's its Yelp rating? The Yelp rating is very low. The temple has allegedly been abandoned for a very long time. The temple, according to the book, the temple sits next to a waterfall, and there's some disagreement over what the original temple's practice of worship was. Some say it's the moon goddess. Some say it's the goddess of death. Some say it's the god of wolves.
There's a sinking feeling in me, wondering if it might have anything to do with the goddess of spiders. Because I've also been having a lot of nightmares about a sad lady who turns into a giant spider. And these started happening around the same time as each other, so I'm a little concerned about that. But surely a moon goddess sounds nice, so I feel like looking for a waterfall and finding our way to this temple could be fun and promising and nice and not a death trap.
Promising and nice and not a death trap. All right. Any other pressing agendas the four of you might have?
Well, knowing that this is a possible temple to the sky goddess, my personal task and personal quest is I'm trying to find a magical sky shard for the dying king who promised a huge tract of land. I'm a real estate agent. This is what I do. I'm trying to find more opportunities. So sky shard, moon goddess, moon's in the sky. It makes sense. And then on the flip side, I am afraid of wolves. So if this is a temple of wolves, possibly a dire wolf or two, think of it as like a den of dire wolves, maybe. That's pretty terrifying to me. So I'm a little bit conflicted. That's why I'm traveling with these people to hopefully protect me and give them a town home.
Sky shards. None of these things have to do with animals, I don't think. I think we're safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully.
I also heard about the dying king's promise to bequeath a huge tract of land to...
Oh no, did I take your same one?
Yes, and I love that you did, because
I did not see that. I'm sorry.
I am not admitting to that. No, this is a good thing.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah. I'm also a little concerned because I lost my silver dagger recently gambling with the weird old wizard, who was a little suspicious, but I thought I could outbluff him. It did not work. So if there are werewolves, I'm a little under-equipped, but I think I am sneakier or faster than this realtor who I need to get the sky shard.
Oh yeah, he's big. He's short, stout, dwarf. The suit that's way too tight on him. He's constantly eating like random cured meats from his pocket. Definitely older though, so you're probably way faster than he would be.
Sweet. Yeah, halfling, and I'm using you as a shield right now.
And Clarence is with these other three because the job recruiter told him it was really important to network, which he hadn't been doing. And Clarence is, since everything happened with his god not being a god anymore, he's looking for a new god. The moon goddess may be returning, so he's looking really to network specifically with moon goddess followers, particularly anyone in HR, or if they have a recruiting. He doesn't know how big the organization is, but that's the main thing. Is
getting in on the ground floor.
It's hard to be a priest without a god.
Tell me about it.
But every group needs a cleric, so it was easy to say yes to you.
Happy to be here.
All right. So after you put your heads together and you look at Stephanie's book, you realize there's 3 different ways to reach this temple. There's literally the high road that will bring you to the top of the waterfall near the temple. There's the low road that will bring you to the bottom of the waterfall near the temple. Or you could just simply take a boat downriver as long as you get out shortly before the waterfall.
I feel like the boat would have the least amount of spiders on it. And since having all of these nightmares, I've developed kind of a heightened spider phobia, even though I'm like a little nature magic elf. Like you can kind of see like the bags under my eyes, and my hair is like kind of greasy and weird looking. Like I look very like bedraggled. So boats feel not spidery, and so that sounds promising to me.
Artemis has never taken the high road in his life, so I'm down.
All right. So you guys are going to secure a boat and travel up or downriver?
Sure.
Yes.
I at first try to convince them to go to the top of the waterfall because trickle-down economics have always worked for me in the past, but I'll take the boat for you guys. Yeah.
I'm totally going to rob this guy. It's going to be great.
All right.
I like the idea of you just like following him, like doing little like thievy hands.
The guy behind the tree.
You've probably been like, oh yeah, I have great credit and I'm interested in a townhome. And I'm just like, yes.
Before we get in the boat, Clarence is going to make sure to first stow his giant mace of smiting and then find a bunch of giant leaves to wrap around his trapper keeper so he can keep his copies of his resume dry. That's very important. He's all for the boat, but getting the resume dry would be bad. I mean, getting the resume wet. So tightly bound in those giant leaves.
No, they prefer them wet now. Did they not teach you this?
I've been so out of the loop.
Yeah, it's new best practice.
The job market out there is terrible for anyone without a god.
I'd lean over to Barnabas. Look at these schmucks talking about business. I don't think that she knows much about business. Don't take business advice from her. Take it from me.
Yeah, you get 10% for doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's a good gimmick.
It's the easiest thing, man. And I can teach you how. Here, buy my course. And no.
So you guys traveled downriver. As you get a couple of miles into the wild thicket woods, the tree canopy gets tighter and tighter, and things get darker and darker as the thick trees block out the sun. You see why they call it the wild thicket woods, because you see large patches of thorn thickets all along the shore of this river, and the river starts to narrow a bit as these thorns get closer and closer to the boat. Occasionally, you also notice some brambleberries, like blackberries, grow in the thorn thickets. So if you hazard a stop, you could collect some rations if you need it.
I was gonna say, can I collect some? I love brambleberries. Hold on. What do I know about brambleberries? Spiders don't live in those, right? That's a different type of berry.
You want to make a nature check and find out?
Yeah, I do actually. Okay, let's see.
First roll.
Come on, it can go. Yay.
Natural 20 on a 2d8. Get it?
All right, you get a 5. You are successful. You don't know of any dangerous spider species that are associated with brambleberries.
Perfect. Yeah, I definitely want to harvest some.
All right, so you guys stop and harvest some berries, so you can make a note on your character sheet that you have some berry rations. So it's not long after you stop for berries that you see a large statue that kind of shoots up out of the water. This statue is a large cloaked figure that does not sound like a motorcycle or whatever that was in the background.
Excuse me.
Or
Oh, it's a dragon.
So this tall, cloaked statue holding a sickle. This statue is probably about 15 feet high to the head, and then the hand extends in the air, and the sickle-shaped weapon in its hand. As you approach this statue, you can also hear the rushing of the water, and you can tell that the river is starting to get pretty swift as your boat moves now without even rowing with your oars. So you're probably getting close to the waterfall.
the statue. Is there anything in my book about it?
You quickly check your book, and sure enough, the statue, there's a picture of a very similar statue on a page adjacent to the description of the moon temple. So this appears to be in the vicinity of the moon temple.
And does it say anything about the statue? Like who this is? This of the goddess of the moon, or is it a different person?
The text is rather vague. Again, this is where it discusses the 3 different theories about what the temple was.
Okay.
As your boat continues to approach this statue, you realize there's a small island around the base of this statue in the middle of the river, and you see the white water start to really churn on either side of this island. It seems like this might be a good place to get out of the boat. The sound of the waterfall is definitely getting louder.
All right. The time for reading is over. Grab the oars. Island or bank?
I'm interested in the island.
Island it is. Then I start steering.
On the other oar, I just kind of I look to, it looks like an animal of some kind that has some kind of draped clothing on it. And I just say, Morgan, can you help him out on the other side there? And it unfolds and stands up. It's the size of basically a halfling, but it's a kind of uncanny valley looking person with a very brown and taupe suit. Just a constant slight grin on their face. It's my familiar. And he just, he walks over there and starts helping with the other oar. Thank you. That's my second skill is creepy familiar, by the way.
Yeah, this very homunculus-like familiar.
In imagery, I wanted to look like Toby Flenderson from The Office.
That's great. All right, so
I'm not sharing my cut with that guy.
I wouldn't suggest it.
So you and the familiar turn the oars and kind of pull the boat up onto the muddy shore of this little island that this statue juts up out of. There's probably only about maybe 12 feet of earth around the base of the statue. So this whole island is not more than 20 feet around. And sure enough, now that you've stopped, you can see you look over the end of the island. On the other side, you can see the white caps of the waterfall pouring over the cliff.
GM, do I detect any good or evil energy from the statue?
You can make a roll for that.
Vibe check.
Well, maybe. That's a 1.
Yeah, you don't get any vibes from this island at all until a hunched back figure kind of stands up out of the tall grass right near the base of this statue. And you hear a voice say, "Well, hey there, youngins. What brings you to my island?"
What an intro from a random stranger that isn't creepy at all.
Does he know Morrigan?
We're looking probably that might be his dad for all I know. Look at Morgan. Is that your dad? That was a serious question.
I just assumed this guy's with JP and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah, probably just like turns its head a little bit too far and just smiles. Never mind, we're not going to ask that. Yeah, we're looking for a temple of some kind. It might be related to the moon goddess. It might be related to wolves or something like that. We hope it's the moon goddess one. If it's not the moon goddess one, can you direct us to a said moon goddess temple? Specifically spider-free.
Yes.
I might be able to help you. The problem is I'm blind, so please.
I'm so sorry. There are 5 of us here. We are all just like adventurers. We're just trying to find a way. Sorry, what's your name? My name is Jonathan Pimslick. This is my partner assistant, Morgan, and these are my. I'm pointing. I'm so sorry. You guys can introduce yourselves.
How tall is the guy? Because I feel like I just want to like pat him on the head.
He looks like he at one point was, well, in fact, it might be a she. You're not really sure. Their face is withered. Their hair is very haggard. There's a huge, like, just the biggest wart you've ever seen on the end of its nose. They look like they probably were about like 5'6", but now that they're so hunched, they're probably about 4'8".
Yeah. Before seeing the wart, I go to like be like, "You poor thing," and then think second of it. Like, yeah, we're looking for the moon goddess. The moon goddess.
They can hear you.
You don't know blind people.
I'm not deaf. No. Describe yourselves to me.
I'm Bartimus.
Yep.
He, him. About 6'5", 6'6". I'm a halfling. I'm like half of that. Deception's a skill if you want me to roll for it, but I think... Do I get advantage for lying to a blind person about my height?
I'm Clarence. Can't see it, but I have a mace and I have my book folio here. I'm wearing a suit that's a bit rumpled. We've been in the woods all day, but I'm still keeping it pretty tight. My shoes are still clean at least. And I'll stick out my hand so I can practice my firm handshake. Stand up straight, offer my hand.
Do you tell her that you offer your hand?
No, I'll just kind of hold it out there and be like, wait, what's...
I'm his reference.
I'm Elwyn. I've been reading all about your lovely little island and your statue here. Please make sure we don't run into any spiders. I don't want to see any spiders. No spiders.
I don't know if I can promise no spiders.
No spiders.
No. So, the 4 of you seek the temple, do you?
Yeah, but first of all, is everything okay? Do you need help? Like, are you stuck here? Or is this like your island?
Oh, no, I'm fine, dearie. I'm just fine.
Okay, I was just asking because we randomly came across it and you just came out of the bushes. So I was just making sure that everything's fine. Because, you know.
My magic keeps me warm, and this island is my home.
It's a
Okay,
very nice
good.
home.
It's a very nice home. So it's not free real estate. All right.
Great riverfront location.
So if you wish my help, I will make you a trade.
I'm listening.
So you trade me a memory, and I will trade you a lucky charm.
Are we looking for lucky charms right now?
Hmm.
Do we get to choose the memory?
I'm debating whether or not to tell her that I'm not 6'5" and I'm offended right now by the Lucky Charms reference, or
Sounds sketch.
I'll take that offer. Do I get to choose the memory?
You certainly can. It just must be an important memory.
Is it an important lucky charm?
Oh, my charms are quite lucky. And as a bonus, if you make the trade, I will point you in the way of your temple that you seek.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right.
Sweetens the pot. I will trade you my memory of losing my silver dagger, which I'm sure will not come up again in this adventure.
All right, so here's the mechanics of this deal, Ryan. So whatever memory you lose has to be attached to one of your skills. So effectively, you lose one of your skills, but in trade, you get 3 experience points. That's the
Oh,
law.
wow.
Okay. I have stealth and deception. I lost at gambling, so I feel like deception is like more entwined with this memory. I was like bluffing at a dice game because I thought it was cards. I guess I don't know how you bluff at dice.
All right, so you sacrifice your deception skill and you gain 3 experience points. So you have a total of 4 experience points because everybody started with 1.
All right.
So
I squint really hard as the memory is extricated from my mind, and then I hold out my hand. I might have forgotten why I'm doing it, but
all right. Well, she holds up one hand and an eye opens on her palm so she can see, and then she reaches towards you and it's like, "You're not 6'5", and
you're not blind."
And she reaches like towards your temple and pulls like this silver strand of magic out of your head.
It was my last lie.
Bartmus, you okay? Feel all right? You feel different? You look the same.
He should feel lucky.
I feel regret and remorse and an inability to mask my feelings anymore and put on a happy face because my deception is much lower.
I'm so glad you're not a woman. You would probably turn into a spider right now.
I want to be offended, but I'm mostly confused. I gotta shut up. I can't lie anymore.
You know, you'll feel a lot happier once we get you into that townhome after this adventure.
I'm not.
Hey, we can upgrade you. Full house. That's fine.
And
Ooh, full house sounds like the way to go.
as the 4 of you are talking, you notice a cool breeze kind of just swirls around the base of the statue, and the old woman is gone, and the breeze blows back the mist from the top of the waterfall, and just over the edge of the waterfall to kind of the eastern side of the waterfall is a dome. The dome appears to be the top of the temple. In fact, you can see this dome had a series of small windows that were around the perimeter of the dome, and now water from the river seems to be draining into one of these old broken windows at the top of this dome.
Hey, wait, where's my charm?
So you get 3 experience points.
Oh, that was my charm? Okay.
Yeah, that's your charm.
I'll take it.
So you just magically feel lucky.
It's one of those damn things where it was in you all along or something like that. I think you got ripped off.
We'll see.
So now that the mist is cleared from the top of the waterfall, you can see the dome, and you can see the water flowing into the windows on top of the dome, and you can also you get a sense of, like, now that you're basically looking at the top of this temple, the roof of this temple, that if you climb down the side of the waterfall, you would probably be able to find the main entrance.
And how far down are we from the dome, verticality wise?
So the dome basically, like, if the river's here, the dome sits like right there. So it's like, so the top of the dome kind of peaks up above the cliff, if that makes sense. So the windows on this dome are right at water level. So it looks like this river has risen since this dome was originally built. And now there's water. The bulk of the water of the river flows over the waterfall, but some of it trickles into one of the windows at the top of the dome.
Can you see anything moving inside the dome? We're too far away.
There doesn't seem to be anything moving in or around the dome itself. But go ahead and give me like a perception check. You can go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay. That's a 3.
All right. Yeah, you don't see anything else near the dome, but now that this kind of gusting wind dissipates, whatever this wind was that made this woman disappear, you hear what could be faint voices. It's hard to tell over the rushing of the waterfall, but there might be some voices off to western side of the river.
Ooh.
So not the dome, but on the banks of the river might be.
Right. So the dome is on the eastern side of the river, and then what could be voices seems to be coming from the western bank.
And just to remind myself, this is on the same level of us, or it's above or below us, of the waterfall.
So
the dome.
So the river, the dome, and the bank on the other side is all kind of on the same level. So this is all at the top of the cliff. The waterfall then dumps over the edge.
Yeah, I'll lean to the group and just say, so do we want to ask some like local people about possible if this is what we're looking for, or do we just want to go for it?
I bet they're coming to take what you guys are looking for.
What do you mean?
It could be my lack of sleep paranoia. I bet they're there to beat us to really cool stuff that it's in the temple. What if they made a deal with that old lady too? What if they're lucky? We have to be faster than them. So
this makes too much sense. I think we just go straight into the dome.
Yeah. And so I have nature magic. Would I be able to use it to use the water that's going into the dome to make kind of like a little spiral water slide to kind of dump us into the floor of there?
That sounds super cool. Let's find out.
Okay. Let's see.
Let's make sure
My
we
color
don't
is
ruin
called
any
beads.
networking opportunities, though.
Oh, I bet there's networking opportunities with the goddess, though.
All right, so you get a 6 as your highest number, so that succeeds. So you create your little waterfall slide, and you wisp your way into the window.
And also, just for an embellish on that, now that I am also paranoid via third party, as we're passing by, can I open my book of curses and contracts and place a temporary, basically like an illusionary do not enter sign, like private property thing right where that bank is so they don't follow towards us?
Sure, give me a roll. Your book of curses.
8.
So 6 is your highest number, so that's what we're looking for.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And so you succeed. So you all kind of swirl down this magic water slide created by, is it Elwyn, the elf?
Elwyn. Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of pops up as you guys disappear into the window. This little do not, no trespassing sign pops up behind
private property.
Private property.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tie a rope to the base of the statue so we can get back out. Ah!
There's no time.
All right. So if you see here in the picture at the base of the statue here, you can see the little window there.
Okay.
Right? The
Ooh,
water
cute.
flowing down into the window. And then there we go. So you guys pop in through the window into this circular room surrounded by statues of moon worshippers. Several of the statues are broken and water is pooling on the floor. You can tell that the floor was etched in the shape of a crescent moon, and so that moon-shaped crescent wraps like a little more than halfway around the room, and then the base of the room is now filled with water about calf deep.
Brad, can I tell if any of the statues are wearing sandals or shoes? I want to make note of what to wear for my interview. Or or the robes cover their feet entirely?
The robes cover their feet entirely, so that might be
Copy that.
the important part there.
What would you say the dress code is at this temple?
First impression, best impression, really, it matters.
So you also notice that etched on each of these statues around the mantle of the hood that they wear on top of their robe, is each statue has a name. Of course, most of the statues are broken, so there's only 4 that you can still read the name on the statues.
Look around and what do they say?
So there is Artemer, Delvars, Clara, and Vatina are the 4 names of the remaining statues.
Are there any of those names in my traveler's guide to Wild Thicket Woods?
So when you look in your book and remember the drawing of the statue,
Mm-hmm.
on the blade of the statue, in the book, it says Artemer on it.
Ooh.
And what was the last one you said? Artemer, Delvars, Clara, and what was the last one?
Vatina.
And they all look the same. There's no different, layouts of each statue.
The Delvars statue, for whatever reason, has a curved sword in its hand instead of the straight sword like the other ones.
And the swords we're looking at are part of the statue are carved out of stone or actually weapons?
Well, so if you investigate that, you notice that the curved sword on the Delvars statue does appear to be an actual weapon. The scabbard is made of stone, but the blade itself appears to be locked into this scabbard.
I mean, curved crescent. It might be a thing. Moon,
Moons?
Morgan, see if you're worthy to take the sword out of the stone, please.
Step back.
All right, so you are going to use your creepy familiar to try to remove the sword from the scabbard.
Yeah, you just hear a okay as it walks over. A 7.
All right, a 7 is a success. So he is able to figure out the lock mechanism and unleashes this blade. And do you want him to draw it out?
I mean, yeah, he would go for it.
All right. So he draws out, and this sword, even though these statues are old and crumbling, most of them, brittle and worn, the sword slides out of the stone sheath of the statue, and it's this shimmering white blade, and there's arcane letters written on the center of the blade right above the hilt.
Under my breath, I'm just like, wow, I thought he was going to die. Good job. That looks a little bit sharp. Maybe give it to Clarence or Bartimus, someone who could, handle a weapon better than you. He'll just walk over to whoever. I guess give it to Bartimus then.
It's the strangest thing. I can't remember what I did with my knife. I don't know.
It's like a big knife, right?
I must have dropped it somewhere.
So Ryan, you take the blade?
I mean, sure. I feel like I'm being greedy now, but yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so you can add the skill Star Saber to your
Star Saber.
All right, so you now have Star Saber skill of 2d8 as you hold this magic sword.
I hold it over my head triumphantly and go ba-da-da, and I see if anything happens.
Does he get more buff or anything? Or no?
He has to say, "I have the power" when he does that.
Ah, gotcha.
So you now have the sword, and you realize there doesn't seem to be an exit from this round room.
Well, you said that there was a inscription on the sword itself.
There is. The inscription I assume either Clarence or Elwyn can read the magic runes. The sword says Star Saber on it.
Brandon.
Elwyn, should we take a look?
Yeah, I'm still hung up on the fact that in my little guidebook, there's a statue that has a blade that says Artemer, but down here there's a delver with a curved sword, and I'm trying to think about that a little bit.
Do you
So-
think that there's like multiple of these domes and we're just in the back, like a side entrance that isn't, working or something? Or you think
I don't know, it's
there's
probably the paranoia. I'm still worried about statues being alive and spiders being down here existing. I don't know. There's something that feels fishy and off.
Does the Artemer statue have a blade?
It does. It has the rest of the statues all have straight bladed swords, and the rest of those swords all appear to be stone, like part of the statue.
I'm just gonna check Artemer for like a slot, like a stone sheath, with like an obvious thing where like the Star Saber is the key to some sort of arcane lock or something.
So when you examine the Artemer statue, you realize that its eyes are different than the rest of the statue, and its eyes look like they're made out of some sort of like opals.
Ooh,
So they're shiny and reflective.
that's
I
pretty.
try to prize them out with my Star Saber, because that is what Barnabas would do.
All right. You're gonna use the sword to try to pry them out.
Yeah, I inexplicably misplaced my dagger.
All right. So give me a dice roll. This is not what I guess you can go ahead and roll 2 dice.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. All right. Yeah. These seem to be magically bound in this statue.
Ooh, magic.
Hmm.
Nuts.
Can I try to read the runes?
On the sword?
Yeah, try doing the. I mean, you were just joking about doing it, but try holding it above your head and say Star Saber, activate or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, do that first.
That
Sounds good.
That wasn't a joke. I was trying. That was my best. I was trying my best, guys. I don't know.
Well,
was in earnest.
maybe say the words this time might work. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
Star Saber. And I did like echoes of it.
All right, when you hold the sword up, the moonlight coming through the window shines on your sword, and so it's kind of like a beam of light comes off the sword as the moon shines on your blade.
Well, that was a bust. I guess we should leave.
I move it around like a laser pointer.
All
I try
right.
to get it to like reflect onto Artemis's eyes to start.
Mm.
So when you shine the light on the eyes of the Artemis statue, you hear creaking and churning. It sounds like chains and gears, like some sort of mechanism is moving in the walls of this place.
I look around expectantly, mostly up.
I
I
just
turn in circles really quickly, trying to really not get caught off guard by something.
So when you do that, you hear these wheels turning, and the Artemer statue rotates. And when it does, it spins all the way around, and out. The back of the statue is hollow, and when it turns around, 3 shadows pour into the room and slither around aggressively.
Oh no, aggressive slithering.
So these shadows look like they want to touch you.
I instinctually grab Morrigan as like a body shield. And then I pull out my book of curses to see if this is like a curse trying to touch us or something, I guess. Or just to identify what this is, if it is curse related, I guess.
I would say you don't even have to really look in your book. You know that these things are like specter-like shadow creatures They want to suck the life out of you. You would know that. You're creepy enough to know that.
Guys, I'm creepy enough to know that these will suck the life out of you. Do not let them touch you. In fact, probably, would I get a vibe that like we can just straight up attack these things, or would it be like a moonlight shining onto them as well?
Well, saying that, my instinct is to immediately try to use nature magic to try and like make a little like light burst around us, like as
Yes.
big as I can,
Absolutely.
like with a little sunbeam.
Vitamin D.
All right.
I am also lacking in it.
All right. So Stephanie, roll because you're skilled in nature magic, right? So you can
Yeah.
roll 2d8 in that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll need a 5 or better for success, and you get
Aha!
yes, you get a 5. All right. So you create this bright light, and one of the shadows just like bursts into ash and flutters down onto the water-covered floor.
Oh, sick! Check it, and I go. I point the laser. Suck moon.
All right. So,
I just became a skater dude. Losing the character. I don't know what's going on.
all right, Ryan. So go ahead and roll your Star Saber to attack these shadow creatures.
Okay. Are you good with me rolling 2d8 or is this one?
2d8 because you're skilled in
Okay.
your new sword. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Success.
success. You blast another one of these things with your new swords, the laser pointer style, off of the moonlight.
How many are left?
There's one left.
All right, I will step up and hold out my mace of smiting and throw holy fire at it, and I'll say, "Before I kill you, please tell me your creature type so I can record it in my resume. This is very important." And I will throw holy fire at the creature.
All right, roll
That's
your
mine.
dice.
What if the goddess wanted you to befriend it?
So, it's a little late now, Elwin. I will spend 2 XP to bump that 3 up to a 5.
All right. So you succeed and toast the final shadow. That it also crumbles into ash, and you hear a faint whisper, "Undead."
Thank you.
All right. That's one thing that's important to note. If you guys don't know already, whenever you fail a roll, you do get an experience point. You also notice now that the shadows are gone, that when the Artemis statue turned, it revealed that hollow spot behind it, and now there seems to be a little access tunnel out of here.
I'm just spinning around like a disco ball, making sure light touches every nook and cranny of this place.
Good work, Bartimus.
I'm not going in there first.
Yes, we all did such a good job. I get off the back of Morgan. Let's go forward, everyone.
This big stout dwarf like riding the back of this like little halfling sized homunculus from yeah, that's fantastic. All right, so you come out the back of this statue through this narrow little corridor into a long wide hallway with pillars, 6 pillars that parallel each other down the hallway, and there's a door at this end, and there's a light coming from the room on the other side of this door. The door is cracked open, and you can see the light coming from it. And then in the other direction, from this direction over here, you can hear grumbling voices that sound like they're arguing.
We could like sue them. They passed the no trespassing line.
I don't think that one's going to hold up in court, buddy.
Shit.
Clarence, maybe they're the people you're supposed to network with.
Oh, can I, I'll take out my name tag, slide it on, and just get a little bit closer and see if I can hear what they're talking about, because, I want to network, but also, we're in a dungeon, so I don't want to be stupid, just like walk in there.
All right, so you creep down the hallway. I'm going to need you to give me a defense check, so roll a d8.
That.
To lean into Elwood as he's about to get smashed by whatever. It's like, guy makes me so happy and so sad.
All right. So with a 7, you nimbly feel the floor beneath you start to drop, and you spring to one side as a pit trap opens up. About 30 feet down at the bottom of this pit are a number of like bright metallic spikes, but you have narrowly avoided the pit trap.
Does it sound like the two voices were alerted by this, or are they still just chatting?
In fact, it does. One of them says, "Hey, what was that?" I don't know. I'm not going any in there. Well, I mean, that's what boss said to do. Yeah, but boss isn't here. We could just like hang out. Maybe whatever it is will come to us.
This sounds like a hostile work environment.
I think so. Maybe these are just people disgruntled. They're on their way out, you know.
That's true. That's better for you. They'll be ready to take on new people.
I'm sure between the two of us, business-like people, we'll be able to impress this other company that's down here. And I like take my gold rim horned glasses and kind of like wipe off the lenses, and I take a cloth like a microfiber and I re-shine my huge porcelain veneer teeth, and I make sure all my like gold jewelry is fluffed out of my blazer and everything. I'm like, hey, we'll be fine. We can charm the pants off of anyone.
We put PvP rules in this system, right?
Think of the way that I want my character to look. He has a slick back ponytail, but it's more like, what's that one guy from Wolf on Wall Street that was also in Superbad?
Is that
Wait, Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill, yeah. In that movie where it's just like egregiously large teeth and gold jewelry and just gross.
So we're gonna go network, or is that what we're doing?
Hey,
I don't know
if
you
it,
guys thought
you know,
there was a pit trap here. So this
Boss isn't in there.
I can look around the place. I've done a lot of shows, showrooms, and open houses. I can figure out where the traps are. I know exactly where people usually put their traps in their houses. So I'll see if there's any other traps on the way to where he wants to network.
All right, so you're gonna search for traps.
Yeah.
All right, give me a dice roll.
Yeah. That's a 2.
The way looks perfectly safe. You're convinced that there are no traps.
I think it's just the one and done. Yeah.
great.
It's just
to
to
make
weed out the people who didn't do their research, Clarence.
Exactly.
You've got this.
Guys, let's go.
So you guys head down the hallway?
Yeah.
All right, I'm assuming you are moving stealthily.
Always. The one thing I'm good at now.
While also maintaining good posture, though. I don't want to be hunched over when they see me.
I would say that my stealth is probably really not optimal since I've been not sleeping really.
So you move down the hallway, and the end of the hall comes to kind of a junction. So there's actually like you can go right or you can go straight away from the long hallway that you were already in. The voices are coming from the side hallway. So if you're pursuing the voices, that's the direction you would head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll probably hear me from the Velcro on my Trapper Keeper when I open it.
But they will be impressed with how dry everything is.
Thank you.
It is an impressive feat.
As you get closer and you're not like making much noise, the two voices kind of go back to a previous conversation. It seems like. So I don't know if those things are coming this way, but like we still haven't figured out how to get this gate open. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we should do. I tried looking for switches. I don't know. But there's clearly boss said to get the chest on the other side of that gate.
And we all hear that clearly, or are we saying just Clarence heard that?
Yeah, you all hear that clearly now that you guys are moving quietly and you're getting closer to the two of these voices.
I stop in my tracks. I'm like, so they do want what we want.
They did disregard your signs.
Do you still want to network with this? Do you still think that this might be networkable?
I don't know, but I'm really curious about this.
I mean, I guess if there's a gate, they can't actually get through. Like, whatever. It's
Yeah.
safe, I guess.
Let me know. Maybe we want to, thin out the competition. I got this dope sword I haven't used yet.
So you guys are at this junction right here so you just came out of the big hallway here. And then there's the side hallway there, and then this hallway here. This leads to the room where the voices are. There's two guys having this conversation. And as you look into this room, whatever this room used to be, you can't really tell what it was used for because all the furniture seems to be nothing but broken pieces of wood. There's a stairwell that goes up and out of the room, and then there's that gate, portcullis style gate on the other side where the two of them have their backs to you, and they're and still trying to figure out how to get this gate open.
Just gotta say, I love this map. I love the art, the light quality of it all. All right, so we killing these guys.
I guess those are the two options: network or kill.
I couldn't find the boss. I think kill sounds pretty good.
Holy crap, you're back. Okay. You are going to be the scouter now. That was impressive.
I did
What
get
do you
turned
think?
around a bit. I was really nervous about running into spiders instead of the boss.
Oh. Clarence, what do you think? You're kind of lead on this one, I think, to be honest.
Oh, I am. Oh gosh. Get your weapons ready, and I'll go try diplomacy first.
All right. I put a hand on Morgan. Got it ready, I think.
So I will stow my mace of smiting, get out a copy of my resume, and take a few steps away from everyone else so the group can stay hidden, and then clear my throat.
Straighten his tie before he leaves.
All right, so the rest of you are staying hidden in the hallway as he does this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he doesn't want us, I was going to help back him up and whatever, make him look more businessy, right? Just be in the background, but like there, if he wants me to. If he wants me to stay hidden, I'm down to stay hidden. There's two people. I'll be two people. I don't want him to seem like, they can attack him. So I'll be out there with Morgan.
All right.
Maybe turn him away so that it's not super creepy. Actually, that's creepier if he has his back turned. I'm going to keep him hidden for now.
Okay. All right, so your familiar is hiding with Bartimus and Elwyn, and then so that you and Clarence approach. When Clarence clears his throat, the two of these guys whip around. One's holding the torch, the other one's holding the short sword, and they look at you and say, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
Hello. Yes, my name is Clarence, formerly of the god Stephen Jenkins, but I'm currently looking for a new deity. And are you followers of the moon goddess? Do you happen to know where the human resources department is, or staffing? I'm not sure what they call it here.
The one with the torch turns to the other one. He says he's trying to take our resources? Is that what he's trying to do? The one with the sword says, "We know nothing of this moon goddess. We're the Knucklebones. This is our hall. You guys run along."
JP, I don't think these are other applicants.
It doesn't sound like that. It sounds like, so is this another Knucklebones? Is that another deity business development going on? Or is this like a hostile takeover of the moon goddess that you guys are doing, or what's? Oh, by the way, hi, my name's Jornathy. I run my own real estate company / Infernal. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're the Knucklebones. We're the toughest mercenaries around. You guys get out of here. This is our hall, like I said.
Okay. Sounds like they are not part of the moon goddess, unless you want to try to join the Knucklebones. I don't know if that's a good expenditure for you.
They have their own whole separate thing going on.
Yeah, and they don't seem very holy, so I don't know if it's really for you. Anyways, thank you for your time. We'll probably just find the mixer some other way. Thank you. And I start walking towards the way we came.
Let's go back out.
He says, No, you can't go that way. You have to leave. He points to the stairwell that goes back to the waterfall.
Oh, we came from that way.
No, you're not. This is
Our boat's that way.
I don't care where your boat is. You get out of here.
Slowly tuck my resume back into the folder. Close my trapper keeper.
The one with the torch goes, should I go get the wizard? I think we need the wizard's help. They outnumber us. And the guy with the sword goes,
Wait, you don't do math very well. There's two of us. And there's two of you.
Well.
Just kidding. And I yell out, Morgan, bite! He Terminator runs and just runs to bite the guy.
I think I'm following behind him also, like assuming that we're all biting now.
I'm just alone in the hallway, like, what?
Artemis, now it's time to use that cool ass sword of yours.
Well, give me a dice check for your familiar as it charges these mercenaries.
Just Toby Flenderson, just with a small grin on his face, Terminator running at the guy to bite him.
Terrifying mental image.
5.
All right, so you which one do you attack? The one with the torch or the one with the sword?
The one that was like, you can't go that way, you gotta go back this way.
That's the guy with the sword.
I'll go for that one.
All right. So your familiar runs over there and just like bites this guy on the thigh, and he howls, "Hey! Ow!" Clarence, you're in the room. What else do you do?
Just as an intimidation factor, I just yell out, "He eats souls!"
The guy with the torch looks very scared when you say that.
I will hold out my mace of smiting and say, it can't bite, but it can smash. And then immediately feel stupid for saying that. And,
No, they sound great. Sound great. Don't worry.
I hope that maybe I didn't say it that loud, but then everybody's looking at me because it's my turn, and I realize that, nope, everybody heard me say that.
The moonlight has a beam directly on you now, like a spotlight.
Crickets. I'll take a swing at one of them, I guess.
All right, swing your mace.
All right, ooh, that's a 1.
All right, you swing and you miss. All right, Owen said you ran into the room too, right? So what do you do?
I'm also going to bite the guy because Jornathy has a very like commanding presence. It's the businessman effect where I'm like, you must know the best way to do this. But instead of just using my teeth, can nature magic help me have like big like wolf fangs type things, like suddenly like kind of creepy snake. Let's go snake.
Oh, yeah,
like kind of like unhinge my jaw a little bit and have like little like fangs pop out.
Yeah. So you use your nature magic to give yourself like the mouth of a viper and
Yeah.
All right, roll your nature magic.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, double
Double
eights.
Double
All right.
eights.
All right, so your nature magic just levels up. So you now have 3d8 nature magic powers.
I love that for me.
All right, and were you attacking the same one?
Yeah, I'm just literally like following right behind Morrigan, significantly less fast, but a little bit more biting.
So I imagine Morgan just grapples this guy's leg and takes a big old bite out of his thigh, and you just pounce over Morgan, and like your viper fangs sink into this guy's neck, and he just crumples below your weight and drops dead.
Yeah, perfect. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Bartimus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna walk in with like a measured pace, kind of like swirling this glowing sickle blade in my hand. I'm gonna walk up to the survivor and put the sword under his chin and say, "No wizards."
All right, so give me a roll. Give me an intimidation check.
Not even worth spending stuff on. Natural.
Yeah, he just watched his friend get murdered, so he's in full panic mode. So he doesn't hear a word you say, and he just shoves his torch at you. Give me a defense roll. Roll your d8. See if you can prevent yourself from getting burned.
Nope.
All right, and I'm going to add a new mechanic to UDARE for this game. So whenever you fail a defense roll, you now have the staggered status. So, and if you fail another defense roll while you are staggered, you become wounded. And once you are wounded, you have to use D6s instead of D8s. And if you take an additional wound while you are wounded, you die.
Huh.
I stagger back. He's like, this guy burned me. I can't believe he burned me. I wasn't going to stab him. Now I'm totally going to stab you.
Looks like he's gonna eat his soul now.
All right. Speaking of which, we're back to Mike. What do you do? Or JP and Morrigan.
I will unfurl my book and try to, on the spot, create a binding contract with this person, with their soul. So if they die, I get their land, and hopefully that'll hurt them financially, but also spiritually for some damage.
All right. So roll your Book of Curses.
Is Morgan a notary public?
An 8, probably. he's probably got that stuff available.
All right. So this magical contract appears in front of him, and like just part of his soul gets sucked out onto the page. And he drops his torch and draws his hand axe, and he's like, "You can't have my soul." Elwyn, you're up.
My instinct is to keep biting because it was so effective. So I'm going to try and like pounce onto him now and chomp. Assuming
Right.
I'm keeping my viper fangs unhinged again and bite.
Yep. Well, your nature magic is 3d8 now, so
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
3.
this could be brutal.
A 6, I think, is my highest one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's enough. So again, you just chomp on this guy's neck and he goes down. All right, you have defeated the Knucklebones.
Thanks for the tip, JP. Biting really, really worked.
It's always been effective whenever I watch Morrigan do it. So yeah. And by the way, that's when I roll an 8, I don't get 2 XP. That's only if it's a DC set at an 8. Is that it?
Yeah, if you once you have 2 dice, you have to roll 2d8 in order to level it up.
Gotcha. Oh, I see. Cool.
Which is what Stephanie just did. Right?
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. So if you're rolling something you're not skilled in and you roll an 8 because you're only rolling 1 die, then you get to create a new skill of 2d8.
Perfect. Yeah, I look at Elwyn. I'm just like, luckily we're the good guys in this situation. So, to the victor goes the spoils. I got some new land possibly. And now we have this chest we can possibly get. There might be something cool inside that helps us, later on down the line here.
While they're doing that, can I try to heal Bartimus? Because you look a little staggered, guy. You look like you need some healing.
I was recently on fire.
That's probably it. That's probably why you look that way.
So go ahead and give us a healing roll, cleric.
All right.
Wait a minute, you're good at this, right? Ah!
Nope.
All right. Despite your best effort, Bartimus still has the staggered condition.
I know that my god was, deposed because of the scandal, but I'm really starting to wonder if I was going to get fired anyway, because I don't think I'm a very good cleric.
All right.
That was the Jeremy Baramy guy you were talking about earlier, or what was that?
Stephen Jenkins, there was a pyramid thing, and he had stepped down, and the church went under, and been looking for a new god ever since, and it's kind of rough out here.
So this last gig that you had, were they paying you, or were you paying them?
Well, it's sort of a both. It's kind of a long-term thing. I mean, really just, I don't have a printer at home, so just printing out these resumes is crazy. And it's not like you can give them the resume and then they give it back to you if they don't take you on as a follower. you're just out that piece of paper.
This
I'm
is a
sorry.
faux medieval
what
setting,
we
so
were talking
paper's
about
got to be pretty rare.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
especially
we were talking about the
enchanted
wizard in the
vellum.
chest?
If you ever need help writing stuff, I mean, Morgan is talented with cursive and calligraphy. So,
Oh, good to know.
which, by the way, I might be able to help you, Bartimus. I don't have, healing stuff like that. But if we make amendum to your possible contract, if you
No, thank you.
use the closing costs for, okay, that's fine. All right.
Nope.
You don't want to sign away your soul for the to remove the stagger condition.
No, I've already made one. I made a deal with a less sketchy person this evening already.
So you guys stand in this room with all the broken furniture. There's still the portcullis with the chest on the other side. There's the stairwell that leads outside. You can hear the waterfall out there. Presumably that might be where the wizard is, because the guy with the torch kept talking about going and getting the wizard. And then there's the hallway you came from.
Do we really quick want to try to get through this gate to get the chest? That's what I was saying. There might be something useful in there to help us along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I start scouring the room. I start on that side, like the walls around the portcullis. Just like tapping the sword. As it worked last time. Ding, ding, ding.
So you guys are investigating the portcullis.
Mm.
There seems to be what kind of looks like a keyhole. It's a little large and round for a keyhole. It's about the size of like your finger. Like you could stick your finger in that hole.
I look at Bartimus. I'm just like, I mean, he's kind of the guy for all of this stuff. Hey, buddy. I look at Morgan. Stick your finger in there.
Your poor familiar. He quivers and hesitantly slides his finger into this hole, and you hear like a little gear, like a little snap. He says, "Ah!" and pulls his finger back out quickly, and like whatever it was, like pricked his finger. Like a little needle punctured the tip of his finger.
Gotcha.
But the gate does not open.
Was there any inscriptions or anything that we have not seen yet, or around the arch?
There's nothing on the arch itself. Now that you look into you're looking around the arch and the gate, you notice on the chest. There's some sort of looks like a fountain or a chalice. Like there's something etched on the like carved into the wood of the chest.
Putting weird magic and curse works together and blood binding contracts. There might be a thing going on where it's like it's pricking your finger, taking blood, and it has to like get the whole chalice full. So here we go. I take the dead body and stick the hand in there and just leave it.
All right, so you just shove the finger.
Let's just see what happens. Yeah.
All right. So the since the finger doesn't recoil because the person's dead, you just hear this like snapping sound as this.
And
mechanism.
again, guys, we are the good guys.
Yeah.
This mechanism just continues to drive the needle into this guy's finger. You can just hear it.
And no difference in the chalice or any weird mumbo jumbos going on.
Not that you can tell.
All right, I was wrong. About the finger, we're still the good guys. Don't worry about that.
Huh.
We're adventurers. Do I have a water skin? Do we have like basic gear?
Yeah, I would assume you could have whatever basic gear you want.
I'm gonna try to like water gun. I'm gonna squeeze the bladder, try to shoot water onto the treasure chest through the gate.
All right. You do as best you can, and it doesn't seem to have an effect on the chest.
Any of us just really strong? Can we just like break the gate?
You could certainly
Clarence,
try.
let me see that resume.
All
Let's see
you
that
can have
character sheet.
one. I don't want to really do this, but I could beseech my former deity for help.
Would that be like awkward though, or?
Yeah, but I'll do it if I have to.
I'm
There's
sure.
no other way forward. I could beseech Stephen Jenkins to help us.
I'm sure other clerics have had to do this before. You can't be the only one. It's okay. It
know,
happens to
I mean-
everyone.
I will kneel down in front of the grate, clasp my hands, and say, Stephen Jenkins, if you're listening, I know that you are no longer the leader of the church. You were exposed for the pyramid scheme, laundering gold pieces through the church, and you were stripped of most of your powers and exiled. But if you can hear me, I really need your help. You didn't give me a reference or a letter of recommendation or anything when you left, so if you do this for me, I will consider fully paid. Help us get into this gate, and I will beseech the Lord.
Was this an out loud prayer or internal?
Yeah.
Okay. My eyes widen. And it's like, I find an empty page to start writing your info for possibly later on. Like,
Turns to the weird little dude.
You know who also
Couldn't be
turns
like
out
this
to
one.
be a deity? It's me.
I don't even
Alright,
think he's
so-
actually a cleric. I think he's just a sucker.
I'll use my beseech skill.
All right, roll your 2d8.
That's does a 5 succeed?
A 5 succeeds. You call upon your god, and the room begins to tremble, and the keystone at the top of the arch cracks and crumbles, which then, of course, causes the whole arch to start to break as the room continues to quake, and you have to jump out of the way as the portcullis gate falls and clangs hard on the stone floor.
I feel like all of us are probably standing there in shock that actually worked.
He was
I
more
just
of a
start
grifter.
slow clapping. Steve Jenkins, you son of a bitch.
More of a grifter than a god, but he came through this time, eh?
All right, let's do this. Then I open up the chest.
I start, and then, at the same time, I'm just like, wow, Clarence, you have a real future in whatever endeavors you see yourself doing. Maybe it's clerical, maybe it's moon goddess related, but there's so many opportunities out there. Just keep an open mind about most things. Yeah. You got talent. You got real talent and promise.
Thanks, JP. That means a lot coming from
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you worry. Us here at JP and Morgan Associates, it's your destiny and you need it eventually.
There it is.
Wow. Wow. You've given me so much to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Hands JP Clarence's resume. I'd open up the treasure chest.
Yeah.
All right, the treasure chest is full of the gold coins. There's probably like 300 gold coins in this chest.
Start distributing it. And resist
That's
the urge,
awesome.
Just like Scrooge McDuck.
I carefully check mine to make sure no secret spiders were on
I should probably check for curses.
it.
That would make a lot of sense.
Brad, is the currency branded with anything with marks?
I would say it's branded with the not this current kingdom, but it's enough history to know that these coins are from the previous kingdom before this the current regime took over. So these are old coins, but they would still be good because they're still gold.
Hey, these are collector's items.
Nice.
Let's see. So, JP, do you want to use your?
I'll check to see. I mean, barred off room, box full of coins. I gotta check to see if it's cursed.
All right. Roll your Book of Curses skill.
7.
Oh, well, they are cursed.
Oh no.
Oh,
So the
Can I tell like what kind of curse, or just a general your life is gonna suck kind of thing?
no, these coins they disappear in the sunlight. They become invisible in sunlight.
Oh, okay. I just let everyone know. I'm like, okay, well, if you do any dealings with these, just make sure it's only at nighttime.
Seems reasonable.
And then don't be around, the place that you spend them when it's daytime.
Because we're good, and that's fine.
Because we're the good guys. Everybody,
Good guys.
1, 2, 3. We're the
We're
good
the
guys.
good guys.
I feel like that's our team name now. The good guys.
The good guys.
Those guys had a name. That was pretty cool. We should have a name.
But, they were talking about a wizard, and since we, just bit them to death, that wizard
Mhm.
might not. We might need to bite him to death too.
He might be a little bit lonely now that his friends are gone. So should we just make sure that they're all together? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's wow. It's very considerate, JP.
Yeah.
Way to put that.
I'm trying to be nice about these kind of things. Yeah. Want to just pop out real fast and okay.
Kill that guy.
Come on, Morgan. Let's go. We'll just take care of this wizard real fast.
All right, so you guys are headed out of the temple.
I'm kind of following Clarence on this.
Yeah, whereas we're walking out, I'm taking each coin and writing "only use at night" on each coin of my 75 across each one, because I'll forget.
All right, so you get about 6 coins labeled before you get to the top of the stairs.
Oh, do the other 69 later. Nice.
So you exit the temple to the base of the waterfall.
Yeah, we gotta find this wizard, huh?
So you exit the door, and he's easy to find. He has a small little campfire and a tent just pitched right out here. He's sitting there, doesn't seem to be paying attention because he's just hacking with a terrible cough.
Oh, it sounds like he could use a cleric.
Yeah.
Or
But what if he's also a good guy?
you could be.
What if he can help Clarence get a job?
You know what? Let's
Or
go
a
that route
god.
first.
But he looks poorly.
Yeah, he's like kind of hunched over. He's got a book in his lap, but he appears to be trying to study it, but he can't stop coughing long enough to really accomplish much of anything.
Where are Elwyn and Bartimus?
I'm assuming
Right
they're
behind you.
right behind you in the stairwell.
Yeah. Whispering encouragement. Maybe this guy's your networking opportunity.
So I'll take out the Trapper Keeper. And make my way over there. Hello? Hello?
Oh, you're not a knucklebone. What are you doing here?
We're looking for staffing or human resources. Do you know your way around? There's no signs on any of the hallways or anything.
You're trying to find a job at the Moon Temple?
Sort of. I'm looking to join up. Are you part of the? Are you a follower?
No, I'm here with some colleagues. We don't plan on staying. If you mean, are you a priest? Are you trying to like cleanse this temple or something?
Oh, whew, there's a lot of big words you're throwing around there. I don't know, guys. What are we doing exactly?
We're
Less sure.
just trying. By the way, hello, fair travelers. One singular. Sorry, your friends. We passed by.
They're so nice.
They're so nicely dead. We found them. The place is super dangerous. We're just trying to help clear it out. There's some stuff in there that we heard about that we might need, and we just didn't know if you. By the way, sorry about your friends again. They went very gently in their sleep. I don't know. It looked like they were at peace. And
wait. Who'd you find dead? Which ones?
I never caught their names. Just saw them on the ground by a
Like
great
wolves. They
wolves.
were all
Totally
bitten
dead.
and chewed up.
bitten, so bitten.
It must have been a monster attack.
Yeah,
Wolf monster.
it's a
wolf monster,
Wolf monster.
probably howling at the moon.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's all
they're
coming together.
Did you guys hear that? It just happened just now. Whoa! Look at that. That's crazy.
I imagine Elwyn's like in the stairwell. All right. He says,
Great acoustics.
he clears his throat. He coughs a little bit more. So you're a priest.
Yes.
Could you like get rid of this nasty infection or whatever I have going on here?
Wow, I should have run into you like 10 minutes ago because I just beseeched my God and I can't. I'm sort of even like between gods, so I kind of like it was like going back to the X, you know, when you're a little lonely. And I can't do that twice in one day.
I can help you.
I look super desperate.
I just open my book and there's like a contractual agreement of a bunch of stuff. I'm just like, yeah, and there's a part here in an addendum that gets rid of any and all physical ailments and sicknesses. You'll just have to sign there and there and there.
He says, he tucks his own spell book into his robe, and he's like, I don't need any more of that type of magic. So if you're a priest,
Yes.
no, not you, this guy. I mean, could you at least try?
Sure, but I mean, I sort of feel like we're kind of all the priest because we're all on this journey together.
Yeah, that sounds like fabulously hippie. Yeah, sure. Can you all make? I mean, not that guy, but the rest of you. Could you help the priest make my sickness go away?
What's in it for us?
I think we can call upon the powers of Steve Jenkins. That seemed to work.
He said, look, are you guys going back in there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, here, I tell you what, you'll need this. And he pulls out a dagger in this like really cool looking sheath, and and he says, look, this is, he's like slides the blade out of the sheath just a little bit. Like this is a silver dagger. If you're going back in that temple, you're gonna need this.
Is it like for
the
like a
werewolf?
lock? Is it for like a lock or something, or for werewolves?
Yes, lycanthropes don't like silver.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm getting the weirdest feeling of deja vu here. Like I don't even.
Right? Like, I think this was made for me.
It kind of fits your aesthetic.
Yeah. That's it. Like, it kind of matches my hair. Like,
Yeah.
If you can heal me, you can have this, and I'll leave this old knucklebone business behind. I was only working for these schmucks because like I needed enough money to go to the temple and get healed. But you're a priest, you heal me. I give you the dagger. I'm sure the dagger will help you.
Would you, if we do so, have a good word for us, the Good Guy Company, with the knuckle dusters? Is that what it was called? Knuckle bucking?
Draggers.
Knuckle draggers.
Knuckle bones.
Knuckle bones.
Yeah.
And then, in the future, if we ever need any sort of, mercenary assistance, stuff like that, we could count on you all.
Now, you'd have to talk to the head of the knuckle bones.
Well, that's where you come in. We heal you. You're like, oh, these guys were so awesome. We should work with them in the future.
No, you heal me and I leave. I don't want to have anything to do with these guys. I just give you the dagger. That's
but maybe you'll have a passing story of being like, these guys were awesome.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Cool.
spread the word. I'll go back to town and say these good guys, they healed me.
Because, as far as I can tell, like Steve Jenkins, I've only known about him for about 5 minutes, but it seems like his love and magic kind of pours down from a point in the sky across all of the people down below.
That's the weirdest name for a
It
god.
could,
If he
it could
can
help
heal
out
me,
your company.
If he can heal me. Yeah.
All right, I have here these berries blessed by Steve Jenkins. And I will trade these berries for that silver dagger for my friend over there. I don't know why. It's a sentimental thing. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I gotta have the knife.
it just feels right.
Yeah. And bonus, the berries are spider free.
Yeah.
We checked.
We
No
checked.
spiders.
Yeah, when Bartimus starts talking, he looks at you and like he's kind of surprised. He's just like shocked that you don't recognize him, but he doesn't say a word. But he turns back to Clarence and says, "You gonna pray over these berries or something? How you plan on healing me?"
Yeah, great. I will take the berries, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend to beseech Steve Jenkins, because I don't want to go back to him again. He's going to smell the desperation on me. I'm already, feeling like I'm going to hear about this from the other clerics. You prayed to the disgraced god. So I'm going to pretend that I'm beseeching, but I'm really just going to pray and say, "Oh, Steve Jenkins, let me loop you in so we can circle back." Rah! And
So you're just gonna
roll 1d8.
1d8 for healing.
For $49.99.
It's been a lot of work.
It's just the worst.
Oh God, Clarence,
Is it working? Is it working?
And I'm just trying to be like, yeah, these are like super berries sourced from like the middle of the earth. For $49.99 a month, you too can enjoy the benefits of these super berries.
As they're doing this, you already start to see like snake fangs kind of like peeking out like an overbite.
All right. So, does Clarence have enough experience points to bump that up to make that work, or?
No, I had 3.
Okay. All right. So he eats the berries. He hears your prayer, and he can't even swallow the berries because he just starts coughing again. I don't think that
You gotta
works.
eat all of them. You gotta eat all
Oh, they
of
might have
them.
had spiders in them.
He tucks the dagger back into his cloak and kind of takes a step back from you guys.
Oh, well, I have no strong feelings one way or the other about this guy or situation.
Yep. Well, this is honestly for the greater good. And behind him, Toby Flenderson's just standing there, just ready, just waiting for the first attack of whoever.
All right. Is one of you going to attack this guy?
I see no reason to. I mean, we just met him. I have no history.
Say hi to your knuckle bumpers. We'll just attack him, I guess.
Okay.
Why did that one sound dirty?
All right. So Mike, give me a roll. Your familiar's going to bite this guy? Is that what?
Yeah,
All
that's his thing. 6.
So he succeeds. He just bites the leg of this wizard, and the wizard like howls like, "Hey, what? I thought we had a deal. What are you guys doing?" We'll just go up since Mike started. Ryan, what are you doing? What does Bartimus do?
It's stabbing time. I will stab this guy.
Cool
All right.
catchphrase.
I got the sweet sword. It's a 5?
5. Yeah, you hit.
That's the good guy's core value. It's stabbing. It's above our receptionist desk when you walk in.
Yeah.
All right. So the wizard this time he calls out. He's like, "Help! Help! Knucklebones!" Oh, what
We
does that one
told
do?
you they're dead.
He did say something about which ones.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the boss.
What does Elwyn do?
So I'm really sad because when Clarence did the prayer, I think I just assumed he did it correctly. And so in my sleep deprived state, I start thinking about the fact that maybe my nightmare about the woman, the morose woman turning into a giant spider was really about me all along and is a sign that I should use my nature magic to do more spidery related things, even though it scares me. So I think I'm going to like sprout little spider legs, and I want to try like shooting like webbing at this guy to try and like contain him so we could just yoink the dagger away.
Look,
All
she's
right.
starting to believe.
Something like that.
All right, roll your 3d8.
Oh no. Sorry. Oh god, they keep coming. Oh no.
That's so many
There was
spiders.
a 1 there was a 1 and an 8 and I think another one.
I like to think you spawn too many spiders, and Morrigan just like instinctually starts eating them. He eats souls and spiders. Anything with an S.
Oh my god, it's just like the dream she had.
So you just cocoon this guy up in a big old ball of web. He's now stuck. He's still alive, but he's now contained in this webbing.
Wait, how do we get the knife out now?
We just Go hold and take it from him.
Yes.
But like we have the sword, right? We have the sword.
Artemis, can you cut the knife out?
Sure, and I just like slash, like I'm chopping wood.
Gosh.
Oh no.
I mean, it's better to. You're being the good guy about this. It's better to do that instead of leaving him here.
All
It's
right.
not really like a fine instrument. I'm used to having a dagger. I misplaced that somewhere.
Yeah.
Can't recall,
All right.
but this just feels more like a hack and slash sort of implement.
All right, so Clarence turns towards Bartimus, and Bartimus pulls out his sword, and right before Bartimus, cuts this, webbing open, 2 crossbow bolts come flying your direction from the top of the waterfall.
Oh no! Oh no!
So Jim and Ryan, give me a defense roll. All right, which one? Who was that? That was Clarence. Okay, so Clarence, you dodge out of the way as the sound of this crossbow
Bang,
bolt
bang.
flies over your shoulder. Bartimus, give me a defense roll.
I'm having DD dice issues.
Uh-oh.
Somebody roll a
It
D8
gives-
for me? I totally
Yeah.
trust you.
You shouldn't have. That was a mistake.
Wounded.
I don't know.
It's all
That
going to-
feels on par with his rolls tonight.
It's all going to plan.
All right, so Ryan, you are now wounded. You have the wounded condition. So all of your skill checks, not your defense roll, but all of your skill checks now you have to make with D6s instead of D8s until your wounded condition gets resolved. But you get an experience point because you failed that roll.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just a crossbow bolt sticking out of me. Guys, I think we might be under attack. I'm going to sit down for a second.
All right, so up at the top of the waterfall, you see these 2 ruffian-looking guys, and they're reloading their crossbows. What do you do?
If it's back down to me, I don't have anything that can like stab or anything like that. So I'm just like, think like a spider, and I just have Morgan and me just take the spun up body and just drag it back into the dungeon, like we're taking it back to our web.
All right, so you drag the half-dead, webbed-up wizard back into the dungeon. All right, Ryan, what do you do?
I
Bartimus.
stagger inside.
All right, you stagger inside the dungeon.
Just like
All right.
holding this thing, trying to remember if I'm supposed to pull it out or not.
All right, what does Elwyn do?
I want to try and provide a diversion so they can do this. Can I like sprout little eagle wings just to like kind of fly around erratically? No bat wings. We're gonna go with creepy things. I'm in a weird mood, sleep-deprived mood. We're going bat wings. So it's lots of erratic movement everywhere. That's my bat impersonation, by the way.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
All right, roll 3d8. Use your nature magic.
Fuck. Oh, sorry.
Is there it's past the 2-minute mark. You're fine.
Oh, hold on. I have an XP. I can. Yeah. I have one of those.
Nice.
Can I bump up that 4 to a 5?
Yeah, so you provide a distraction. So now if anybody has to make a defense roll, they can roll an extra die. So they can roll 2 dice now. All right, and then Clarence. What does Clarence do?
So I will. I'm gonna slide my hand through the strap on my Trapper Keeper and hold it up like a phalanx formation shield, and try to go over toward Bartimus and heal him.
All right.
I feel really good about it this time.
I
All
don't
right.
see it coming because I don't think I would have accepted otherwise.
Mother effer. I'm gonna spend all 4 of my XP. I have a lot of XP, so I'm gonna spend all 4 of them to bump that up to 5.
All right. So,
How do you feel,
Rips
Bartimus?
it
Is it
out.
working? Is it good? Is it helping?
all right. So the healing magic courses through Barnabas's body, and like as your muscles start to heal, the crossbow bolt kind of pushes itself out, and you're still wounded. So you still have you lose the wounded condition. You now go back to the staggered condition. So.
Okay.
So everybody else has headed inside. So Elwyn's the only one flapping around.
Yeah. Once everyone's safely inside, I plan on trying to like dive bomb back in.
All right. So I imagine like you have bat wings instead of arms right now, and you're just like,
yeah. I look really
right.
weird and creepy and fucked up.
all right. So you go ahead and since you're intentionally trying to be a distraction and you're using your nature magic to do it, you can use your nature magic as your defense roll. So roll your 3d8 as these guys both shoot their crossbow bolts at you.
Okay, come on, dice. Yay.
All right.
One's a 6.
I was about to say, since there's 2 of them shooting at you, you needed a 6. So instead of a 5, so you succeed. All right.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that it doesn't want me
More
to click
spiders!
All right. So, and Stephanie, you said you head inside. Did you fly inside after that?
Yeah.
All right. So you have successfully created a diversion. You avoided getting hit, and you swoop down with your bat wings and duck into the doorway. You guys are now back inside the Moon Temple.
And I say, yeah, we got to get moving. I just take one of the other knuckle people's swords that we had, and I'm just like, we got to get moving. And I just try to slice the side of the webbing to get to the dagger.
All right, so you get the dagger free. The wizard he's still alive. He's just cussing the whole time.
And I look at it, and I'm just like, and I look at Bartimus, and something is like, he was talking about something about, whatever. Here you go, Elwyn.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is great.
It's a nice play. Congratulations.
I'm like holding it up to like the dungeon light, the what do you call it? Torchlight. There we go.
and this like, I mean, it'd be a mercy just to, right? Like we should. And I'm pointing towards the wizard wrapped up on the ground.
And he's like, no, just let me go. Just let me go. I don't like these knuckle bone guys anyway. I'll tell you where they are. Just don't kill me.
Oh, you'll give us we saved you from the crossbow bolts that your friends were shooting. That's what happened.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna let me live. I'll tell you where they're at.
Yeah, just give us a good word. This is all about networking, really. Give a good word. Say, if you ever want to have adventuring friends, call up the good guys or JP and Morgan Associates. Remember, it's your destiny, and you need it eventually.
Yeah, whatever. You're gonna let me go?
I mean, I'm down with it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's okay.
Well, so this is our second time being here. The first time, the leader, the captain of the Knucklebones, he drank from this crazy fountain, and now he's like a lycanthrope. He's a werestag.
Oh,
yeah. It's kind of like hideous looking. He like turns into like this half man, half like deer.
You talking about a centaur?
No, like he's got antlers and like face like an ugly deer.
Oh, the opposite way. Ooh.
Reverse centaur.
Yeah.
like a minotaur, but like a deer head.
Gotcha. Okay.
That sounds unfortunate.
Are you looking for like a cure? Is that why you're back here?
No, the whole reason we came in the first place was to find the sky shard.
Yeah. Stab.
Wait, I was going to ask him about lycanthrope deities.
I
can look it up later. It's fine.
He was going to get something that I very specifically need. Sorry, it's bad business. Also, he was eventually going to die. I could tell as a cleric myself that he had an incurable coughing fit disease of some kind. So
I trust your expert opinion.
To him to be one with Steve Jenkins or whoever again is a mercy. Praise be. All right, let's go.
All right,
I feel really like empty about this one. I don't know. It didn't bring me the same like sense of satisfaction or like sad. I don't. It's not giving me anything.
After you kill the poor wizard, you hear a blood curdling scream coming from the deeper inside the temple.
How many people are in here?
3 less.
It's probably a popular locale. They have a book.
Yeah.
Desirable position.
And yeah, that maybe that's HR, Clarence. I don't know.
We should go.
Yeah. We terminate a run. I don't know.
Trying to wipe blood off my suit.
And I'm trying to
Sorry
explain why I just mercy killed that guy. I'm like, look, that was the Sky Shard is what I need to get the land plot that's promised to me from the king. It's like a give and take type of relationship. And maybe that can also be an HQ for good guys. So it's for all of us, really. Yeah.
And as they're kind of discussing that and we're running, I do want to be by Bartmus and being like, hey, do you want to hold on to my new dagger? I might have to do the bat thing again and I don't want to drop it. I don't really have a holster for it or anything yet. Do you think you could watch it for me?
Sure, it just occurs to me that it might have to go into somebody's back soon.
Yeah.
Do you really need a dagger? You seem like such a sword guy, though.
It is. It feels right. It feels good. But
either way, it's easier if you have
prepared.
hands.
Sounds like Elwyn has fully embraced her nature magic.
Yeah.
So you guys hear the screaming, and you do you follow the sound to the screaming?
Mm-hmm.
You guys leave the room you were in, come down this L-shaped hallway here into another hallway. This is where the river from outside at the base of the waterfall flows into the temple, and it flows through this room here into this other room, and inside this room is where the screaming is coming from. So you guys can peer down over this little waterfall as the water flows into this semicircular, looks like a classroom or maybe maybe a worship
like the
hall.
University thing, like the stacked rows.
Yeah, so there's 2 stacked rows of chairs in the semicircle. So maybe there were worship services held in here, or maybe educational services of some kind. But as you peer through here, you see right at the base of the waterfall, just getting drenched, like he's trying to hide in the water, is one of these knucklebone ruffians, and he's just screaming in terror. And in the center of the room is this were stag and this giant spider, and the two of them are duking it out in the middle of the room.
It's good.
No, I hate that. I thought I was the spider all along.
So person, were stag, giant spider. Is that what all the units? Okay.
Yeah, so the person is here at the bottom of the waterfall, and then here in the center of the room is the were stag and the giant spider are fighting each other.
I looked at Clarence and I'm just like, do you think we should wait this out, or should we? I mean, this might be a good networking thing to save them from a spider, I guess, because that's obviously the boss, right? That thing is hideous.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the question is, do we get in and start networking now, where we would be forced to choose a side, or do we just wait and see how things play
you're
out?
thinking about networking with the spider?
I'm thinking about networking with who's left, because there's no point in expending energy to network with someone who's about to get their head chewed off.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one looks more ideal to you to network with, as I point towards a were stag and a spider?
Why don't we wait 6 seconds?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds perfect. That gives us time to take a breather.
Time to think.
Yeah.
All
I got
right.
5 gold on the spider. Any takers? Want some action?
Yeah, sure.
So say I'm totally paralyzed by fear right now.
All right. So so while you're waiting, the terrified Knucklebones ruffian is trying to climb up the waterfall to get out of this room, and he's struggling to do so. Anybody want to help him or hinder him in any way?
This guy thinks he's a salmon.
I'm gonna. But if he makes it up here, then he's just gonna die. Not from us, from being a salmon. Sorry, that's a nature thing. You all, never mind. I'm waiting the 6 seconds.
All right, the guy he comes up to the top of the edge and he looks over and he sees you and he reaches out his hand help me, and you
3, 4.
don't. He slips in the water and falls back down, and he appears to get knocked unconscious from the fall. And as you peer over that chaos of this poor guy trying to get out of here, you see the giant spider. She's probably like, 20 feet across. She's huge, and she just chomps down on this werestag and just basically gnaws his chest open, and his stag head just falls off of his humanoid body. And
I hand 5 gold to Bartimus.
And then she kind of with her mandibles and her front 2 legs, she kind of shovels his torso into her mouth a little more and just kind of drinks all the fluid out of this body, just drains the body.
I think we made the right choice to wait.
I think that's very good. Yeah. Do you speak spider, or is that more of an Elwyn thing? Or?
Yeah, I think this is Elwyn's domain.
You just did spider stuff. You don't want to do spider stuff anymore? Or you don't have to.
I mean, honestly, burst into tears.
Honestly, this thing kind of like ate that person, kind of like how Morgan does. I can have Morgan try to speak spider with them, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know what his deal is, and I just look over to Morgan, and Morgan's just standing there.
At which point the spider uses one of its front legs to like wipe her mouth of the blood, and as she does, this like long spidery leg covers over her face, and there's like a shimmer of light, like silvery moonlight, and the spider turns into this tall, slender, older woman with silvery hair. And she looks directly at Elwyn and says, "You came. You got my messages. Welcome, dearie."
Messages?
Yes. I've been looking to restore the Temple of the Moon, and you are my chosen one.
I lock eyes with Clarence for a second.
I think Clarence, in just a panic, grabs his trapper keeper, rips it open. He's trying to get out a resume, and in the panic, the folder flies out of his hands. The resumes all go up into the air, like all 60 sheets of paper go directly into the waterfall. Fuck.
Are you sure you mean me? He seems a lot better suited for this position.
Oh, well, we need a leader and a high priest. So the 2 of you could be welcome here.
I think on it 1 second. Just gonna roll for myself.
I'll lean in to Elwyn, and I'm just like, look, I know spiders are scary, but there's a tactic when you're talking to people that you're really afraid of. Imagine them just in their underwear or something along those lines. I don't know. But also, you can very easily look at spiders and just imagine that they're crabs. So just imagine a crab in their underwear. A double whammy, it'll make you more confident when you're speaking to this person. And also at this time, I'm going to try to use my book of curses to do an inverted curse to make Clarence feel more like inspired or charmed.
All right.
So that he can hopefully, off the riff, not have to look at a script of what to say or what he's about.
All right. So you're going to do a inspiring curse or reverse curse.
Yeah, inverted curse.
Inverted curse. I like that.
I take the contract and I turn it upside down.
You got an 8, so it works.
Cool.
Clarence,
All right.
You feel emboldened with eldritch magic.
I like the idea that it's like a tarot card.
Mhm.
Just flip it upside down.
Yeah.
No, it's not death. It's that.
On death.
Yeah. That's so much better, right?
Clarence stands up straight and walks across the room and extends a hand.
She reaches out. Of course, she's in full female form now. She reaches out and takes your hand. She has a surprisingly strong grip for a woman of her age. And she says, she looks down at the corpse of the werestag and she says, "This one was not worthy."
Oh. Wow, okay. What
Would
stage of the interview process was he in? How far did he get?
Oh, it's quite simple. All you have to do is drink from the fountain. If
You don't need to see references or you want to talk to me about the gaps. There are some gaps.
the fountain determines your worth.
Oh, wow. Okay. I assume we'll talk about benefits and that, and room and board and that kind of stuff. Will be. I'll cover that. No, I'll cover that later. I'll go drink.
Oh, go come this way then. And she just kind of like very airy, like just she moves like fluid, like she barely takes any effort to walk, almost glides as she turns and steps away and leads you out of this room and into the library, and then from the library leads you down, or actually up a set of stairs into the fountain room.
So am I going to meet my friends like at an orientation, or where are we going?
Oh, we're going directly to the fountain. And she kind of looks over her shoulder as she's leading you through the library, away from the lecture room, the worship center, whatever we call that. And looks back at Elwyn as if like, are you coming too, dear?
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about this process, though. Like you said, the fountain determines our worth. Like, what does that really mean? Because I really, really like my current job situationship sort of thing. So yeah, I'd love to hear more about the process.
So she leads you into the fountain room, and it's full of webs. Like this is clearly the place where she hangs out. Like it's all covered in webs. There's a fountain in the middle. There's like a little ribbon of moonlight that comes through a hole at the top of the ceiling, and kind of lights the water in this fountain with kind of this weird pink purple glow. You realize this fountain is the same. Well, that's what the symbol was on that chest. And then as you look at the brim of the fountain, there's little etchings. There is a wolf, a boar, rat, stag, bear, and spider all around the rim of this fountain. And she says, merely take a drink and the fountain will determine your worth.
Yeah.
So is the fountain determining if I'm like a wolf, a boar, a rat, a stag, or a spider? Is that what's happening?
I feel like if I had to deduce, it'd be like it turns you into a were version of that. So you could possibly be a were rat, possibly if you drink this water. Just saying out there. Look at this room. Can you do this in human form, or is that only spider? Where's the sky shard at?
She says, the stag uncovered the sky shard, but he clearly was not worthy, because I don't think he was the one that activated the gears and opened the room. I think that was you.
Sorry, it's really hard to see who you're looking at when you say you.
She's looking at the whole group of you.
Oh, okay.
That was...
So I think he turned into a stag because he was not worthy. So I didn't feel right letting him leave with the sky shard. If you are worthy, I will allow you to leave with the sky shard. But those who are worthy will also need to return and restore the temple to its rightful glory, to the goddess of spiders.
Do all of us need to be worthy, or just one?
That is a fascinating thing to be a goddess of. It's a little spooky. What about like the goddess of like flowers, or like maybe middle ground crickets?
Well, we refer to her as the moon goddess, but we know that the truest form of lycanthropy is the were spider, of course.
Of course. Yeah.
So is there a cup? Can I drink? I want to show initiative and go first.
Yeah. So she hands you a cup. So the adventure says to roll a d6 to determine if you if what form you get, but I'm gonna let you use your experience points to alter your roll.
Okay, I have 0 XP.
Oh, you used all your XP?
I use them all, yeah.
All right.
For a very good reason.
Let me get it.
Is
What am I
XP
doing?
fungible?
D6?
Or transferable, I should say. Did we cover that?
So roll a d6.
Future. That's 5. What does that mean?
I give him his 1 XP back that he spent on me before. Can I do that?
Sure, I'll let you do that. You want to spend 1 XP to bump that to a 6? Because that's what you need to be a spider.
I don't know how I do that narratively, but I would love to do that. I'll spend my meta currency on Jim for sure.
All right.
You
Jim,
got
do
this.
Do you want to be a
can do
spider?
it.
Yeah, it seems like spider is the that seems like the correct species to be upwardly mobile in this religion. So, that's definitely
have
what
a
I'm
climb
looking
speed.
for. I want to fit in,
Yeah.
not stand out.
You definitely get the sense from her that if you don't turn into a were-spider, she's going to eat you, or at least try to.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good reason.
All right. So you now your body starts to transform, and as those you feel the water go down your throat, and then the magic swell up from your gut out, and you feel it go down your limbs, not just your legs, not just your arms, but these new limbs that you're growing, and you now feel the presence of 8 limbs, and the 3 of you watching, he just turns into a giant spider, not as big as her, but he definitely turns into what would be considered a large creature in D&D. He's a big ol' spider.
Big ol' spider.
You got this, Clarence. You did it.
How do I look?
You look so professional.
When you try to speak and say, "How do I look?" You feel the urge to turn back human. You can apparently control this.
Mm.
So do you want to stay a spider, or do you want to turn back into human so you can speak and say, "How do I look?"
No, I'm gonna stay spider and keep good posture. Very attentive. Eyes on the moon goddess at all times.
Posture.
All 8 of them.
All right.
Seeing Clarence do this, I don't feel any better about this decision, but I've decided that this series of nightmares was probably about facing my 0 XP fate. And I also drink.
All right. 6.
Oh, look at that!
Just kidding, I'm not afraid at all. I'm a spider at heart.
All right. Elwyn turns into a spider. This spider woman is quite pleased. She
knew it.
She smiles almost gleefully and turns to JP and Bartimus and says, Your friends have officially joined the temple. I concede to you the Sky Shard. It is yours.
Thank you. And for the good of the business of Good Guys Incorporated, I will lovingly take this Sky Shard and use it in a very just and noble way. For the benefit of all of us, to get land for HQ for Good Guys.
I give Morgan a silver dagger, 80 pieces of gold, and make him an offer to stab JP in the back.
I guess a deception or something. Or let's just roll off a D8.
I don't have deception. I lost my deception. And
Let's just see who rolls a higher D8.
3D8? I feel like you should be using your... He's your dude. I feel like you should be using your 2D8.
Well, this is his role. This is him being like, he looks at you and he just says,
I spent 5 XP.
he says, can you give me spiders or souls to eat?
All the spiders.
Okay. Caesar style. He's like, what the fuck? And I just fall into the fountain and start drinking it. My character does.
So we got some player versus player going on here. All right, so Bartimus just persuades Morgan to attack JP, which he does. JP falls wounded face first in the fountain and just starts drinking from the fountain. So roll me a D6.
A 4.
A 4. Oh, perfect. You your snout starts to grow, your face starts to stretch, and these long antlers start to protrude out of your skull.
Wait, what would a 5 get me? I have 1 XP.
So you could go either way. You could go up to a 5 to get a bear. Or
Okay.
or you could go down to a 3 and get rat.
Oh.
already
I'll
have a
just
rat
I'll just
tail.
deal with what fate gave me, and I'll just be like, I guess I'm the ruler of the knuckle bones now. Although I'm dying. Look, I'll sign over to my business, you Bartimus. Please make it stop.
Well, I would say turning into a werestag would stop you from dying, except for Bartimus or Morgan is stabbing you with a silver dagger.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he'll just keep looking at Bartimus, just smiling and just stabbing, waiting for him to tell him to stop. If he doesn't, he just keeps stabbing.
I try to cut his head off.
Oh God, you're gonna attack him with your your sword.
The homunculus. Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh, you're cutting the homunculus head off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's just looking at you and just like, now I own the company. And then you cut his head off.
I don't know how else to stop him.
All right. So you attack the familiar homunculus. Roll your 2d8 with your magic sword.
that poor guy. Oh, God.
And then his defense roll is a 1. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. So you kill Morgan and save JP.
I look
keep the
back.
shard though.
I look back as a werestag to Bartimus. I'm just like, I don't know what happened to Morgan and why he started stabbing me, but you saved my life. Thank you, Bartimus.
Give me the shard. I'll cut you in 10%. I'll give you the realtor fee on the land.
2080?
15.
Absolutely. And I hand over a shard. I mean, for whatever reason, I have a less need to feel like I'm a real estate agent. I feel like I'm really destined to be the owner of the knuckle bones now. And also something about me just wants to graze on grass. I don't know. That's kind of my calling now.
All right. Well, with that, you guys want to do a epilogue here? Give me what do your characters do after all of this? You've defeated the knuckle bones. You've made a deal with the were spider priestess.
Yeah.
And where do you go from here?
I think I really like step into my own as their like up and coming leader. I think I really embrace a lot of spooky things and start trying to teach like, you know, other existing members nature magic so they could be other creepy things when they're not in were form, like have little bat wings and stuff. Maybe like little like centipede arms so they can run up walls and stuff. But yeah, I think I really like step into the role.
All right, so you're full on moon druid here, right? Like nature, magic, and lycanthropy. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, Clarence, what's
I think Clarence really tries very hard to be a good acolyte, and starts working his way up in the Spider Moon Goddess's organization, and eventually convinces her to start ordering flies from the north because there's a much cheaper distributor up there. So he starts getting flies in from the north, and it's a lot cheaper. But what Clarence doesn't realize is that he accidentally he doesn't seal all the lids on the flies properly, and so like hundreds of gold pieces worth of flies just get ruined, and they throw Clarence in the river.
oh, gosh.
But he dies happy because he found he had a god to pray to in the moment of his death. That wasn't Steve effing Jenkins.
He drowns in the river of the moon goddess.
Yeah.
Just where he wanted.
All right, Bartimus, what do you do?
I'm gonna cash in the sky shard, retire to my my estate for about a year or two until gambling debts force me to mortgage it off, and then it's back to the adventuring life for me.
All right. So do you actually build anything on the land, or you just live on the land like a hermit?
I imagine I'm trying to get like a nest egg together to like build like a legit stately manor home. But yeah, I keep playing dice with people who can do magic, which doesn't go well because I have no memory of what happened the first time.
All right. And what about JP?
He has a slightly different calling, but he still is business focused. Morgan is now acting owner of, well, it's turned to Morgan and JP Associates instead of JP and Morgan. He's a closer. He's the actual genius behind real estate. He just has a straight face, and they eventually agree to whatever contract is needed. I take over more of like a aftercare thing where I hire the knucklebone mercenaries, but I convince them that landscaping is the future. There's a lot of land, but no one's taking care of it. So me with my new were elk form, I love grazing the land for a long time. That's kind of why it's driven me to this part of the business. And with our 15% of the land, we have like a shack compared to Bartimus on that little plot, but it's the new headquarter company for Good Guys in Bones.
It's still stabbing time.
Yeah, underneath it says it's still stabbing time. Yeah.
Adventurers and landscapers.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
It's a good pair.
We even build dungeons if you need to. Yeah, we do it all.
That's fantastic. Well, and of course, with the Sky Shard, the king is revived from whatever curse was causing him to die. The king now is immortal thanks to the power of the Sky Shard. Whatever side effects come with that Sky Shard might be the subject of a later adventure.
Ooh.
You guys are going to have to fish Clarence's body out of the river, though, for the next adventure.
And then we'll revivify him, and then he will be a undead cleric.
You'd be like, do you know how hard it is to find a god as a spider? Nobody's looking for spider acolytes right now.
Very niche.
Terrible market.
Yeah.
It is pretty niche.
Well, thanks everybody for watching the One Page One Shot Club. And real quick, I'm Brad Wolf from Dire Den. Down there is
Jonathan JP Pimslick from Good Guys and Bones, also known as MBR.
Ryan Doyle, Knuckle Guys, Verdigris Table.
Stephanie, future spider goddess from Stephanie Plays Games.
Clarence, the worst cleric ever, also known as GM Jim from Wizards and Slingers.
All right, thanks everybody for watching. Good night.
Bye.
He just had some clerical errors.
Yeah.
Errors.
That was pretty